Sandria Blench is an amazing interior designer based in Ottawa. UrbanSimplicity.ca is your business's website?
It is, correct. Thank you.
Awesome. Now, one of the biggest projects you've done in the last little while is your own home, and walking in there every single time, it's a different space. So with that in mind, here's what I'm thinking, Sandria. By the way, welcome to the Brouhaha.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Of course. So my thought process, well, wait a minute. Let me just check the levels. Sandria, you're hot, baby. You're hot. Let me just turn that down. Okay. Hello.
Hi, hello.
And one more.
Hello.
Okay. You were blowing me out of the water. Okay. I'm going to start that over, and here we go. All right. The warmer weather is just around the corner, and we're all thinking spring cleaning. Well, one of the best people I know to talk to about not just spring cleaning, but sprucing up any space is my friend Sandria Blench from UrbanSimplicity.ca. You are an Ottawa-based interior designer. It's good to see you.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to see you.
Do we have you in a bird cage or what right now?
It's my beautiful egg chair. Speaking of sprucing up the home, this is something you can do. This is an outdoor chair primarily to be used in a pool setting, which I have moved into my master bedroom. It's a 2-person egg chair. It is incredible. The pillows have warranties for 3 years for spill, stain. It's actually going to be staying in my bedroom because it's so nice. Here, I'll try to show you the lower part.
I'm going to refrain from any personal questions. Listen, I'm glad you're here because, like I said, okay, listen, people are cooped up. Here we are. We're at the 1-year mark now of pretty much, moving our entire world into our homes. Our homes have become not just our living space, but it's our teaching space. It is our workspace. Okay, so the weather's getting nicer. We're not quite there yet, but people want to get into that spring cleaning tradition. But I think more than that, they're looking for ways just to add a new visual impact, a new feel to the space they're already in. So I'm glad you're here. Give us 4 or 5 amazing, simple ways to add new life to that space that we're staring at every day now.
Absolutely. So easy ways are pillows, doing the change of guard with the pillows. So now we're out of the wintry type vibe. We move into the spring vibe. Very inexpensive to do. We can change that with accent pillows. Refreshing paint, hardware. Hardware is a really easy one, whether it's handles on doors or it's handles on cabinets or drawers. You also can do your spring cleaning inside the house, which means take one little space within your home and try to organize that, whether it's your junk drawer, whether it's one closet, whether it's somewhere in the house. Try to do that.
It's so overwhelming.
It's hard. Yes. You have to really narrow it down, and you can also call a professional if it's something that you're stuck with. It's a good investment to do. There's a lot of local based, including myself, organizers that can come in, give you either a consult on how to get started or do the job for you if you need, John.
I've not been through that process, but I've got a podcast client of mine.
There you go.
Kathy is her name. She's fabulous. For someone like me who, I look at every little thing in every little box, and I can't, like a wire, Sandria, a wire, cable, a doodad, and I can't bring myself to part with it. Because
so then that's not a problem. That's not a problem. That's your life, and you're allowed to do that as long as it's not taking over your home and
over my entire life. So this is
then you need organization systems.
So when I bring in a person like that to look at things differently than me, is that really to my advantage?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because they have systems where they're going to see what your life is, what's going on in your world. And they have the ability to literally pick different cabinets, little boxes, little drawers, section things, so that whatever you have that you want to keep now becomes organized, accessible, labeled, easy to find, as opposed to maybe the way that wasn't working, hence why you needed the extra little help.
It starts with a small space and that can lead to big things. Okay, so let's go back to your
Exactly.
pillows. You said pillows. You've got a number of
Yeah.
beautiful little pillows around you. Is like, do you do like a seasonal pillow? Like, would you have like a different, cover for a pillow that you would put on in the winter versus the spring versus the summer versus the fall? And if so, what are the differences in those? What's the difference between a winter
Absolutely.
pillow and a spring pillow, for example?
Well, see, there's pillows that last forever. For example, this one here. I mean, it's a fur pillow and I can carry it through the summer, the spring, whatnot. So you can go with colors and shades. But I mean, there are beautiful summery pillows that are brighter and things like that. So a winter pillow would be more like a Christmas one or something that you have, those bedazzles on it and it has the red and the green or
Oh,
platinum
and you
and
can write things
gold
on
and
them.
ho, 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 Merry Christmas, whatnot, things like that. So you're really decorating in there. And then in the fall, obviously, you're doing the fall colors and you're kind of doing that change of guard. You're thinking of Thanksgiving and Halloween and whatnot. So you're really embracing what's going on in the world in your house instead of we go to the mall and usually they change the decor. We go to the stores, they change the
Okay.
decor. But now we kind of have to do it ourselves. Otherwise, we're living in this state type thing.
So similar colors, textures, etc., to whatever theme you kind of got going on with the rest of your decor in your house, Christmas tree, Halloween decorations,
Exactly.
etc. What about plants? What do you think about
You
plants?
led to my next question. That's exactly the seasonal time. You can have succulents and cacti and stuff like that throughout the year, and they're very, very easy to take care of. Also, orchids. Orchids, you literally just have to put one ice cube a week. That's why you probably don't know. You take one ice cube and you put it on the dirt per week and you don't touch it. And it survives and lives just
No,
like that. I don't know how
no,
you
we
killed it,
were
John.
given an
That's
orchid
not good.
within a week.
That's not good.
I
So
know.
then you can have live walls, which are, probably your most expensive way of doing a live feature of plants would be a living wall with its own irrigation system. So you don't have to care for it yourself. You can paint by numbers, choose the thing. Then you can have live moss features, which are actually dried mosses that are put, and they last about 4 to 8 years and they don't have any maintenance. Then you can have plant walls where you're doing little walls, hanging on your wall, and you have your herbs, your little lettuces, things like that. You can do fake plants if you're like yourself. There's beautiful fake plants right now that you can put out and they look absolutely real. And, they bring that green and that vibe of life in your home. Because we know, it is good to have living plants in your house. It cleans your air, makes you feel better, and it shows life. So it's a good thing.
So plants, pillows, any other
Yeah.
keywords for simple little things we
Paint.
can just
Paint.
okay.
May do a big one. Paint is a huge one. I mean, every time we live in a house, we live different things. Kids touch the walls. Some people, you cook, you have a life. So it's nice to do a fresh paint, even if your walls are white. Doing a fresh recoat on your walls, on your ceilings, things like that, your trim work, stuff like that can really
You're
crisp
very
up
brave
the
with
place.
paint. I noticed that being in your own house. You are
Yeah.
very brave with paint. You even went like a black or
Black.
gray.
Yeah, almost black.
Circular
Yeah.
case. It is so striking.
Thank you. Thank you. I love it.
How do people get to be that brave? Do they just have to take that chance? Because I know a lot of
You
people are very
do.
set in, the color palette that they're comfortable with. Everything's got to be earth tones. Everything's got to be.
Yes. So that's the thing is push the limits because it's just paint. If you don't like paint, it's not like you're making a commitment like quartz, for example. Quartz is a big commitment if you're making an error on a color scheme. Paint is not. You can get paint from $30 to $50 or, $20 to $50 a gallon. So put it on, try it. If you don't like it, you change it. Or you call a designer, you get a 1-hour consultation, you have them come into the house, pick the color schemes that looks around your furniture, your lifestyle, whatnot, and you paint the wall that way and save yourself having to think about it.
Okay, so I'm thinking of the person who works in their home office. It's been the same home office with the same homeostatic setup. The computer's here, the coffee cup holder's here. I'm going to move a plant over here so I can see it. I mean, the lighting becomes different in the room just based on the season. Even if the walls, I want to keep the walls the same, sky blue or whatever yellow. Would freshening it up even with the similar color make a difference?
Absolutely. Freshening up anything. Think of it. If you're washing your linens, if you sleep on the same white linen, it's going to get yellowy and gray and whatnot if you're sleeping on it without washing it. So it's the same as paint. You just have to refresh it. Same with your trim. You refresh it, your doors, stuff like that. And so if your house looks fresh and clean, then it makes you feel better automatically. If you see those streaks on the walls from hands and grease and stuff like that, that's not fun for anybody. So do a nice spring clean, which you suggest. Get a cleaner in to help you out. Get rid of all the spiders, get rid of all the stuff that's around your house, and then assess, what are my needs? Make a wish list. Check it off. What's your budget? And see what you can accomplish within that wish list. Maybe it can be a few different steps over the summer, and you can actually have a plan, which is what I have. I have a bunch of different big purchases and small purchases mixed into them that I want for the house. And I have, a 6-month plan of, this will be chopped off this month without disturbing my kids. This will be chopped off this month. My husband will be okay with it. This will be this one. My mom won't kill me, type thing. So I kind of squeeze them in there, and then it doesn't really have a big weight or effect. And it's always fun because you get to come home to something new. Monday, we have outdoor pot lights going in, which is a great one and inexpensive to do for anybody.
Well, there you go. We had 3 Ps. Now we've got 4 Ps. Hot lights included, of prettying up your space. Sandria Blench is our guest. UrbanSimplicity.ca is where people can find you. You're on Facebook, Instagram, I'm assuming, as well.
Yes, correct.
And here with us, Drew. Thank you, Sandria Blench.
Thank you.